Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to the 20th Top 50 Women in Business Awards celebration. I'm Ali Jabbour, Associate Publisher at Long Island Business News, and your host for today's event. It's an honor to have all of you in the business community with us today on this virtual platform as we celebrate powerful female leaders who make a difference on Long Island every day. 2020 marks 2 decades of this landmark program, which routinely recognizes the best and brightest women who serve as role models for their fellow female professionals. As I'm sure you all remember, in past years, the Top 50 Women in Business Awards was among Long Island's most anticipated annual events, drawing nearly 600 attendees to the Grand Ballroom at the Crest Hollow Country Club to network, mingle, and celebrate their inductees. 2020 has certainly been a year for the books. Despite all odds, Long Island Business News is honored to deliver this year's program to you all today. We recognize that there is a true need to highlight impressive leaders in our community, especially in times like these. And for sure, these women who are to be added to the ranks of the top 50 women have stood victorious against incredible odds. I assure you that the women you will meet today will impress you and even inspire you. To celebrate 20 years of Top Women in Business, this will be Long Island Business News' most dynamic program to date. Today, we'll be bringing you speeches from industry leaders from across Long Island. You might even see a couple of past honorees. Be sure to stay tuned for the full program so you don't miss a beat. Now, before we kick off today's event, I want to take a moment to thank this year's Top 50 Women in Business sponsors who made this 20th anniversary celebration possible. Firstly, a big thanks to today's incredible presenting sponsor, Mazars USA. Let's see a quick message from our friends at Mazars.
Mazars, international audit and advisory player, helps organizations, leaders, and entrepreneurs achieve sustainable growth and supports their transformation. Deeply engaged with large corporations, mid-market companies, SMEs, startups, and public bodies, Mazars counts 23,000 professionals. This year, we grew by 8.7% and extended our geographic coverage to 89 countries and territories. Our values have been the key to our development for more than 70 years. We are committed to being Mazars for good.
Once again, our sincerest thanks to presenting sponsor, Mazars USA, for supporting our Top 50 Women in Business 20th Anniversary Program. Thank you as well to today's major sponsor, National Grid. Let's see a short message from them.
As a protection engineer at National Grid, I regularly support renewable energy projects. Every project we propose, we keep the sustainable energy future in mind. I highly recommend girls to consider engineering, especially electrical engineering, and join the power sector to shape the future of energy industry.
Thank you again to our major sponsor, National Grid. Thanks as well to our contributing sponsor, 3G Warehouse, our nonprofit sponsors, Bidewee and Jefferson's Ferry, and our generous award sponsor, the North Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters. And our virtual celebration sponsors, D&B Engineers and Architects, PC, and Mayfair Privé. And a special thanks to our friends at the Americana at Manhasset, specialty brands including Michael Kors, Theory, Tory Burch, Lafayette 148, and Veronica Beard will be presenting each of our top 50 women with a special gift following the program. Our top 50 women earlier this week received their honorees celebration boxes as well, which included not only their glass award, but also some great swag from our sponsors. Now, I'd like to invite to the program LIBN's editor and associate publisher, Joe Dowd, for a very special tribute to a top 50 woman who was truly beloved throughout the Long Island community. Take it away, Joe.
Thanks, Allie. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Dowd, editor and associate publisher at Long Island Business News. First, I'd like to congratulate all of today's top women. Your inclusion in this year's class is truly a remarkable accomplishment, and I commend each and every one of you for your dedication to our community. And surely you are in good company. Some might say the best company. And LIBN would be remiss if we didn't mention a former top woman who touched the lives of so many in our community, Lorraine Aycock. Lorraine was among the 2011 Top 50 Women in Business honorees and a real powerhouse of a professional. She was a force to be reckoned with. The Jericho resident was a dedicated member of the Bank of America team since the year 2000 and a fierce advocate of charitable efforts in our community. Lorraine was unique in that she always seemed to leverage her role as Senior Vice President at Bank of America to support worthy causes, especially the United Way of Long Island. She was also passionate about financial literacy and somehow found the time to be a part of important initiatives such as the Energia Partnership and improving the lives and opportunities of veterans and children. The loss of Lorraine Aycock was felt by so many after her passing last month, but her legacy will certainly live on. So we at LIBN commend Lorraine for her lifelong commitment to our community and remind all of our honorees today that if you want to know the best way to continue being a top woman in business after your induction today, well, just try to be like Lorraine. Thank you. Now, let's bring the program back to Allie so we can meet our first keynote speaker of the day.
Thanks, Joe. That was a beautiful tribute to our top woman and friend, Lorraine Aycock. She'll truly be missed. Now we have a jam-packed program ahead, and despite the distance between us, you can absolutely be a part of this year's interactive program. Today's program includes listeners from all over the island and beyond, so let us know you're out there by posting to social media throughout the program using hashtag LIBN events. Your post will appear on the bottom of the screen in real time, or feel free to drop a note in the box to the right of your screen. Come on, go ahead, give it a try. Honorees, we want to see you celebrating, so please post pictures with your award to your Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram during the show, and we'll show your picture during the program. There's a way for all of us to stay connected today, so be sure to let us know you're out there. Now, why don't we welcome our first speaker of the day. This woman has served as a C-suite executive for over 2 decades and is celebrated across Long Island for leading a nonprofit that has empowered individuals of all backgrounds to become self-sufficient, socially conscious members of our community. She is also a Long Island Business Hall of Fame inductee. Please welcome Teresa Sanders, President and CEO of the Urban League of Long Island.
Hello to all the 2020 Long Island Business News Top 50 Women honorees and the attending audience at this year's virtual 20th anniversary of Top 50 Women in Business. I am Teresa Sanders, President and CEO of the Urban League of Long Island, a community-based agency serving Nassau and Suffolk counties since 1974. The Urban League movement is a national network of affiliates with the mission to enable African Americans and other disenfranchised individuals to secure economic self-reliance, parity, power, and civil rights. I want to thank Long Island Business News for inviting me to provide the keynote speech this evening. And it is my goal to inspire you all to continue your personal and professional endeavors that have elevated all of our honorees tonight to this level of recognition as an honoree for the 2020 Top 50 Women in Business. As honorees, you join the ranks of the most influential women on Long Island, recognized by Long Island Business News since its launch in this category in 2000. You stand on the shoulders of women that have been trailblazers in the legal, education, government, nonprofit, and other professions that constitute the very fabric of life on Long Island. Some of you are moms, wives, and partners that manage family schedules along with your careers. Some of you are caregivers for parents or other family members that require day-to-day support. Some of you are winding down on juggling households and careers. And some of you may be managing just yourself and making career and personal life decisions. Well, wherever you fall within these spectrums of life, your role as a woman in business is diverse. The diversity in gender, age, race, and culture within this 2020 Top 50 Business Women is impressive and shows the growing diversity of Long Island. And with this diversity, you will face advantages, opportunities, and challenges. As women in business, you bring advantages that foster innovation of thought and creativity, which you bring to the workforce. You will also bring new opportunities and pathways for women to be taken seriously in their business careers. And you foster new career paths for women that will come behind you. Lastly, you will face challenges. And those challenges have been persistent over the years. Women in business are represented in certain fields, but truly underrepresented in some key fields, including STEM, finance, engineering, and technology. Gender bias and pay inequity are issues that are still topics of disparity for women in business. But I am confident, after reviewing the information about all of the honorees for this year, I am just confident that you have the skills, the confidence, and drive to move mountains when you show up. Congratulations again, and I thank you for this opportunity to share during such a wonderful occasion. Congratulations.
Thank you, Teresa, and congratulations. Thank you for that incredible address. We have plenty more guest speakers to come, so be sure to stay tuned, everyone. Now, who's ready to meet some top women? First, we will induct two very special women into the 2020 Top 50 Women Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame represents three-time winners of this prestigious honor. And I can guarantee that this year's inductees are familiar faces. Let's see who they are.
Daughter of a small business owner, Gina Coletti does everything she can to support the business community on Long Island. Founder and co-chair of the Suffolk County Alliance of Chambers, Gina is also the chair of the Suffolk County Women's Advisory Commission. She's created a Women at Work subcommittee to address the issue of pay equity on Long Island. A three-time honoree of Top 50 Women, Gina is truly a Hall of Famer.
I'd like my legacy to be a few things. Learn to be a good listener, not only to yourself, but to others. Always trust your gut instincts and know when to pivot. Having patience with dignity and respect for others at all times. Strive to be fair and look out for the best interest of your family and friends. Add value to your community to positively impact the lives of others in our society. Pursue your passions because they are infectious and they will truly define you and your successes. And be yourself. Invest in yourself and believe in yourself. Never give up on your dreams. And find a mentor that you can trust and respect, and then in turn, pay it forward and become a mentor to others.
Gina always tries to be a positive role model to her two daughters and all women on Long Island. Congratulations, Gina Coletti.
Leading a team of Long Island's biggest promoters, Kristen Jarnigan is the president and CEO of Discover Long Island. Heading the agency with a $3 million annual budget, her expertise in destination marketing, luxury resorts, management, and government lobbying all help build tourism, a vital component of the Long Island economy. This three-time honoree being inducted into the Hall of Fame shares an experience that may just surprise you.
I spent my 19th birthday working on a fishing boat in the Bering Sea of Alaska. And something I never thought I was going to do, but it was one of the most memorable, incredible experiences of my life, just like what you see on TV. And it taught me so much. It taught me work ethic. And I think people that know me, I'm such a girly girl, really would have a hard time imagining me in that scenario. But it also taught me to not fear new adventures.
Before taking the helm of Discover Long Island, Kristen was acting head of Arizona's statewide hotel trade group. Congratulations, Kristen.
Congratulations to Gina Coletti and Kristen Jarnigan on your induction into the Long Island Top 50 Women in Business Hall of Fame. And now I'd like to turn the program over to LIBN's very own Jenna Natali, who will help introduce today's Top 50 Women honorees.
Thanks, Allie. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jenna Natali, Events Manager at Long Island Business News. Congratulations once again to Gina Coletti and Kristen Jarnigan on their induction into the Top 50 Women Hall of Fame. You're both shining examples of what all women in business should strive for. Keep an eye out for past Hall of Famers throughout the program who may just be making a cameo appearance themselves. Now, I am pleased to introduce to you this year's Top 50 Women. Each of today's honorees were selected based on nominations submitted by their peers. They were chosen based on their business acumen, mentorship, and community involvement. Let's see who they are.
She began her career as a bookkeeper in a small dental lab supply business. Today, Rita Acquafredda is president of global lab business at Con Dental, a division of Henry Schein, the largest dental laboratory supply company in the world. With more than 40 years of experience, Rita believes one of the biggest challenges young women face today is the pressure our society puts on them.
The only way to overcome it is for young women to be strong and true to themselves and understand that they have to respect history because the volume of pressure that it's in the industry makes it hard. So if you don't believe in yourself and you're not true to yourself and you don't respect the history that you're with, it becomes much more difficult to move forward.
Rita is a founding member of Women in Dentistry and has been a mentor to many women who have gone on to become leaders as well. She's also a major contributor to many organizations like the American Heart Association and St. Jude's Hospital. Congratulations, Rita.
As president and CEO of Anderson Campbell Recruiting, Valerie Anderson Campbell is a trailblazer in her field. Her staffing firm specializes in placing professionals in healthcare, IT, engineering, and finance positions all over the globe. Valerie credits her success with the company she keeps.
I surround myself with powerful women who keep me grounded, and we are transparent with one another, which is what I've learned from my mom, to stay grounded and to be truthful and honest in all that you do.
Committed to her community, Valerie is a volunteer and advocate for small businesses. She's a member of many boards and councils, including the Long Island Diversity Council and the Long Island Main Street Alliance. Congratulations, Valerie.
She brings events to life and changes lives. Carlene Valbrin is the founder and creative director of Events by Carlene, an Event Pros Let's Talk, where event professionals can share experiences. But it's her role as founder and executive director of the nonprofit Pajamas and a Purpose that's making a real difference, empowering women and girls to find their purpose in life, one pajama party at a time.
I went through some very challenging times in my life where I lost everything everything at one point. I am the survivor of domestic violence. I had to raise 3 kids on my own when I decided to leave that situation. I launched a business right around 2008 when I filed for divorce, and also the market ended up crashing around that time. So I lost my business, I lost my home. I had to go back home to my parents' house with 3 kids and live in the bedroom that I grew up in. So when I tell this story and I look back at where I came from and where I am, knowing that I was able to take a situation that was very negative and impactful on my life in a negative way and build on that to say that I'm going to help women who are, who went through similar situations.
Congratulations, Carlene.
It was Natalie Bowen's mom who pushed her to work hard and follow her passion. And it was that passion that led Natalie to create Bowen Media, a top web design and digital marketing agency. Natalie and her team work alongside some of the nation's biggest brands in tech, apparel, manufacturing, and real estate.
I think that the career move that changed my life and impacted so much of where I am today is leaping all in with Bowen Media. Once you put yourself in a position where everything is on the line and failure isn't an option, you are able to see how far you can go.
Natalie is a new mom who still finds the time to give back to the community, sharing her expertise with several organizations, including Elevate's Long Island chapter and Family Residences and Essential Enterprises. Congratulations, Natalie.
A true community collaborator, Erica Bradley is the executive director of North Shore TV, a not-for-profit station whose programming reflects the diversity and interests of the community. Erica is responsible for the overall administration, operations, and planning, as well as community outreach. She took the lead in the station's new branding, expanding its footprint on Long Island.
The one life experience that I consider to have had the most impact on my success was the moment I stopped trying too hard. Now, what do I mean by that? In my early career, I was always trying to emulate others around me, those who I admired and respected, but I didn't reach true success in my field until I stopped trying to emulate them and instead focused on being myself and doing things my way.
An Emmy Award-nominated editor, Erica developed a workshop for people on the spectrum, teaching them how to create their own television programs. Congratulations, Erica.
I'm Hillary Needle, president of Hillary Needle Events and a proud member of the LIBN Top 50 Women Hall of Fame. Behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who've got her back, and you've all demonstrated that to be here tonight. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Rita Aquafreda, Valerie Anderson Campbell, Carlene Bobrin, Natalie Bowen, and Erica Bradley. And a special thanks to past Hall of Famer Hillary Needle for popping in to congratulate this year's class. Now let's meet 5 more top women.
Marianne Caputo is the executive director for SPUNK, which stands for Support for People with Oral and Head and Neck Cancer. It's a vital nonprofit for patients with the overwhelming diagnosis of head and neck cancer. SPUNK was founded on Long Island, and today there's more than 100 chapters throughout the United States. Marianne says her career was inspired by the organization's founder, who crafted the organization's mission while battling her own diagnosis.
I'd like to dedicate my award to SPUNK's founder and my mentor, Nancy Leopold, and RBG, great ladies and great talented women who contributed to society so much.
A graduate of City College of New York and Pace University, Nancy, too, has contributed so much to her community, dedicating 17 years to supporting patients and families through the SPUNK organization. Congratulations, Marianne.
Today, Joy Chin is a principal in the Long Island office of Jackson Lewis PC. She's a member of the firm's board of directors, co-leader of its affirmative action compliance and OFCCP defense practice group, and leader of the firm's pay equity resource group. As a powerful woman in the workplace, Joy feels there are still organizations out there who need to step up their game.
I think simple representation and lack of leadership opportunities continue to be a problem. We need to see more companies stepping up to cultivate opportunities for women to succeed and advance. To develop and advance that talent, strong actions and commitment are needed at the absolute highest levels. And I feel very fortunate to work for a firm that makes inclusion a priority and challenges everyone from the top down to be intentional about diversity.
For more than 25 years, Joy has been helping employers navigate equal employment opportunities and affirmative action regulations. Before becoming an attorney, Joy was a teacher for children with special needs. Congratulations, Joy.
This woman has made it her life's mission to help make the voices of people in the area's most vulnerable communities heard. Lauren Corcoran-Doolin is the Vice President of External Affairs for the LGBT Network. An enthusiastic leader of the organization's intergovernmental communications and public policy strategies, Lauren works to raise awareness, empower, inspire, and promote pride.
I think one of my greatest attributes that was my willingness and fearlessness to change kind of career goals while I was on my journey. I always approached my career as having a mission, not really a career ladder, but I wanted to change the world. I wanted to be effective, and I wanted to help where I saw a need. And sometimes the need changes.
Lauren has been a friend and ally to Long Island's LGBT community for decades, advocating and marching with supporters and families. Lauren joined the LGBT Network in 2019. Congratulations, Lauren.
Yvonne Court is the first female partner at Capel, Barnett, Madelon, and Schoenfeld. In demand as a speaker for many legal and accounting professional groups, Yvonne always finds time to do pro bono work. She credits her parents with her optimistic outlook.
My mom was a survivor of the Holocaust. She came to America. She was a nurse. She was very determined, and she survived a lot of hardships and still had a positive outlook. My dad was a refugee from Nazi Germany. He lost his hearing during the war as a member of the U.S. Army, yet he was able to come back and overcome that disability and make a successful business. And he also had a positive outlook on life. Both determined and optimistic people, and that's where I get those characteristics that I think have helped me so much in my life.
Yvonne is Executive Vice President of the South Huntington Jewish Center, and she's on the Long Island Business and Professional Leaders Committee for the UJA Federation of New York. Congratulations, Yvonne.
This lady knows how to bring the fun. Catherine Fallon is the Life Enrichment Program Manager at Jefferson's Ferry Life Plan Community. Kathy develops unique and exciting programs and activities for residents of the retirement and assisted living facility. Catherine says celebrating the women of today will make the women of tomorrow even better.
If we look back at history, it shows that when women were in charge, there was more balance in life, less violence, society was more productive. Women need to stand united to uplift each other. We have started a revolution for change, but we need to continue the progress. Men and women must join forces to make a change.
A former professional ballroom dancer, Kathy has had to take steps in a new direction during this pandemic, setting up Zoom rooms to help residents stay in touch and even holding exercise classes outdoors from the back of a pickup truck. Congratulations, Kathy.
Congratulations to Mary Ann Caputo, Joy Chin, Lauren Corcoran-Doolin, Yvonne Court, and Catherine Fallon. Excellent job. Why don't we keep this momentum going and meet 5 more honorees?
For the past 14 years, Barbara Franco has been working as the executive director at the Smithtown Chamber of Commerce, where she and her team help to better the community through highly anticipated events like Restaurant Week and the 5K Running of the Bowl. With a marketing and corporate background, Barbara says she's lucky for being able to balance being a mom and a professional.
You know, a woman works 24 hours a day. Men have a certain amount of time that they give during the day, taking nothing away from them, but women work 24 hours a day. Even when they're sleeping, they're thinking about tomorrow. And it's important to celebrate them because their energy in the right direction is priceless.
Barbara received an honorary PhD award from the Smithtown High School of Business for her dedication and commitment to the students and curriculum. Congratulations, Barbara.
She's a compassionate attorney who works tirelessly for her clients and their families. Meredith Friedman is a partner at Van Horn and Friedman PC, where she focuses her practice on family law, handling cases that involve high-asset divorce, child custody, child support, and visitation. For Meredith, it's who she met that led to her success.
Meeting my business partner, Alyssa Van Horn, at our first firm out of law school helped shape my career, because ultimately 5.5 years ago, we started Van Horn and Friedman, and due to that relationship, it created the most successful thing to ever happen in my career, which is being an entrepreneur and having my own law firm.
A mother of 2 young children, Meredith seems to effortlessly balance homeschooling during a pandemic and taking care of her clients. When she has the time, Meredith volunteers by participating in free legal seminars. Congratulations, Meredith.
Donna Genrich is the operations manager for BEB Capital, one of Long Island's largest real estate investment firms, where her eagerness to jump into new projects and take the lead has made her invaluable. Donna started at the firm in 2014 as a paralegal. Her value to the firm quickly grew as she took on the task of researching and implementing new software systems, leading to broader efficiencies.
After having my children and returning to the workforce, I found the most important life lesson was to advocate for myself. I had to be my own best champion, and I had to stand up for myself and make myself as important and necessary as possible.
Although Donna is not a practicing attorney, she holds a JD degree and is a member of BEB Capital's legal department. In her spare time, she raises funds and awareness for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Congratulations, Donna.
An out-of-the-box thinker who has helped put Long Island in a box. Haley Geller and Teresa Pinelli are co-founders of Locally Bred, and tonight, both ladies are being honored. Their e-commerce company showcases Long Island's businesses through gift and subscription boxes.
So I've been here for about 7 years now, and that's really why we started this business, was because we were like newbies to the island. So we got to explore, like I think a lot of people who don't grow up here don't really do. And that's when we sort of fell in love with it, and we're like, let's do something that showcases Long Island, because it sort of has a bad rap sometimes. It's not like, you know, people don't think of it as like a cool place to live and things like that. So we're trying to sort of change the narrative about Long Island.
Before Locally Bred, Haley was a practicing attorney, advising a wide range of clients from small, family-owned businesses to Fortune 500 companies on international trade and customs. Congratulations, Haley.
She began her career in taxation, and with more than 5 years of public accounting experience, she recently decided to pivot, starting down a new path. Today, Ariana Georgiadis is part of the human resources team at Grassi & Company. Using her previous knowledge of professional development, she has helped Grassi & Company enhance its training programs. Ariana says she has many to thank for her success.
My mom is probably an inspiration to me for everything. But I've also had some great professional mentors, including bosses from the past. One of my bosses I have now. I think that as you continue throughout your life, you find people who continue to inspire and motivate you. And I'm very proud to say that I've definitely And I have and continue to meet people along the way who continue to do that for me.
Ariana has spearheaded the revival of the Gracie Women's Council initiative. In the community, she's the Long Island Committee co-chair for the Financial Women's Association and works often with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund. Congratulations, Ariana.
Congratulations to Barbara Franco, Meredith Friedman, Donna Genrich, Hallie Geller, and Ariana Georgiadis. Well done, ladies. Now, let's bring back LIBN's editor, Joe Dowd, to introduce our next guest speaker of the day.
Thanks, Jenna. Our next speaker is certainly an industry powerhouse. Long Islanders spent decades waking up to her reports, from the streets of Long Island to Ground Zero to Albany, and of course, the news anchor desk at News 12 Long Island. Please welcome Long Island's very own Carol Silva.
Oh, congratulations, the 2020 class of the top 50 women of Long Island. What a distinction it is. I know I have had the honor. I am an alum. Or maybe you just know me because we spent years having coffee together mornings while I was working at News 12. Well, in December, I decided I needed to sleep a little beyond 2:15 in the morning. Some people call it retirement. I call it a new chapter. Now I'm being asked, do I miss it? No, because I really gave it all and I did it all. I covered presidential elections across the country. I covered Congress, and I met the best of the best Long Islanders. Then I'm asked, do I miss the people? Well, I still see Elizabeth, Elisa, Stephanie, and Rich Hoffman routinely, and in case my kids are listening, safely as well. You see, they're the family that I choose, and what a difference that made at work. And what a difference that experience was. From my first full-time newsroom, there were 7 men, and then I was hired, and it made 7 men and me, 1 woman. Times were very different in the 1970s, early 70s, mid-70s. There were fewer jobs for women, and some people got the idea that women were competing in a nasty way for the few jobs that there were. Now, maybe that happened, but that was not my experience, and that was certainly not my nature. Because I worked very, very hard, and I wasn't worried about competition. I was confident in the work that I was doing. And here it is, the Harvard Business News actually backs it up. Harvard Business Review says, women who collaborate with an inner circle of close female contacts actually do better. They're more likely to land a powerful and well-paying executive position. And the Harvard Business Review goes on to say, having close inner male circles does not benefit men the same way that it does when women help to support other women in circles. You see, we are our best when we mentor. We are our best when we support other women. We essentially become our own leadership team. Here's how it worked at News 12. The morning team came together at different times. I was on the anchor desk for years when Elizabeth Hashagen moved from reporting in the field to becoming an anchor, but she brought with her that knowledge of quick production in the field, and she shared it with everybody. Elisa DiStefano was not just a traffic reporter, but also our entertainment and our lifestyle reporter. She shared not only what she knew, but her contacts, extremely generous. Stephanie Rose started as a fill-in for Elisa on traffic, but she had trained in India to be a yogi, and she is now our natural health reporter, and she has a special glow, only partly because she got married 2 weeks ago. And Rich Hoffman, I mean, he's just our work husband. He's invited in because he's part of our family. And that group says that I showed them the value of choosing a family at work. Well, I have to say that I'm blessed. I mean, they are the most incredible group. In fact, we have babysat each other's children, each other's dogs, yes, indeed. We've made hospital visits to each other. And I was with Elizabeth in the labor delivery room when she gave birth to her first child. You see, work is amazing, but life is even more amazing if you're willing to help each other and teach each other, as we have all done. We do better when we bring our human to work. And so my advice, how about offering a little more help to a female human? It's a great idea. And today, that's going to lift us all just a little bit higher as we get closer to the top. And I want you to enjoy your view from the top, you top 50 women of Long Island. Congratulations.
LIBN thanks Carol Silva for joining us today to celebrate this year's top women. Now, let's turn the program back to Jenna, who will introduce more of today's honorees.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks once again to Carol Silva for joining today's program. Now, let's meet 5 more fabulous top 50 women in business.
In 1991, as a young engineer in a male-dominated field, Clara Giustino started out in National Grid's Management Development Program. Clara worked her way up from the field, installing gas mains in Brooklyn, to the VP of Project Development in the U.S. Capital Delivery Organization. Today, Clara is responsible for the development of electric and gas complex capital projects for all of National Grid's territories in America.
The life experience that I think has had the most impact on me and my ability to be successful is really the support and encouragement that I've had from my family and my friends, starting with my parents who immigrated from the Dominican Republic to pursue a better life for themselves and their children.
Helping young people succeed in engineering, Clara is a mentor in National Grid's Women in Networks program and its Engineering Our Future Pipeline program. Congratulations, Clara.
A compassionate and caring humanitarian, Dee Godhealth Moan is a managing member and owner of the Southampton Inn. Her business development strategies are often used to implement solutions for social, cultural, and environmental issues. She opens up her business and home to support charities like the Southampton History Museum and Piano Fest.
I'm so pleased and proud and honored to be part of the 50 women in business that Long Island Business News is honoring. It's really important for us to know that no matter what gender and various other qualifications and input, everybody needs to be honored for their successes.
During the early days of the pandemic through the end of May, Dee closed the inn to guests so that they could house essential workers from Stony Brook Southampton Hospital. Congratulations, Dee.
Leslie Granger is president and CEO of Bidewee, one of the nation's oldest and most respected animal welfare and pet adoption organizations. Leslie has had a long history with Bidewee, working in marketing, development, and brand identity for more than 6 years. In 2016, Leslie took a short hiatus and worked to help re-establish New York City's opera before returning as Bidewee's newest leader.
I think it's important that we celebrate women all over the world. But being able to narrow the focus to a local area like Long Island really brings home the point that there are women who are out there working hard every single day, who have achieved success in their businesses that we don't necessarily see. And it's such an important thing to be able to have these women as role models for the generation of women coming up.
A lifelong animal lover herself, Leslie shares her Long Island home with her 2 dogs, 3 cats, and her human family. Congratulations, Leslie.
To this day, she's still amazed at how learning a trade has transformed her life. In 2007, Nicole Grodner began her career with the Carpenters Union as an apprentice. After graduating, Nicole served as a shop steward and a mentor. Today, she's taken the lead as council representative for the North Atlantic State Regional Council of Carpenters, a journey giving her so much pride.
When Hurricane Maria devastated the island of Puerto Rico, the Carpenters Union partnered with Heart 9/11. And we were sent out on a mission to help the people of Puerto Rico. So myself, along with 4 other carpenters from Long Island, we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to volunteer. And we packed our tools, we got on a plane, we headed to Puerto Rico. And we were there just under a week. And in that time, we were able to repair the roofs of a church and 2 homes. And for me personally, that was probably one of the most humbling experiences of my life.
Nicole is the New York State chairwoman for the Sisters in the Brotherhood, an apprenticeship program helping women break into the field of carpentry. Congratulations, Nicole.
Following in both of her parents' footsteps, Deborah Hauser is a second-generation realtor who today serves as Chief Operating Officer for Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty. In that role, she supports the marketing and business development teams to deliver leading marketing and technology initiatives. But it wasn't always about open houses and settlements for Deborah.
My husband and I started a restaurant together when we were very, very young, Barney's in Locust Valley. We recently sold it, but we had it for 25 years, almost to the day. I'm very proud of that, but I was, for 6 years, the person who was the hostess, the bartender, the server, the bus person, and we had no experience, but we succeeded based on our hard work and dedication. So that was a really fun thing to do. But while I was there, I started to learn a lot about food and beverage, and I pursued a passion to become a sommelier. I didn't get that far before I had children, but I did get through the first couple of sessions, and it's continued to be a passion of mine today.
In 2009, Deborah played a major role in creating a coaching mentoring program for Daniel Gale agents, helping to boost their overall success during a rough market. Congratulations, Deborah.
Congratulations to Clara Justino, Dee Dee Godelf-Moan, Leslie Granger, Nicole Grodner, and Deborah Hauser. Great job, ladies. Don't forget to cheer on for our honorees on social media using the hashtag LIBN events. Or even better, just drop a note in the chat box. Now let's see what other top women are joining them in this year's class.
Wendy Hoey-Scheinberg has dedicated her career to educating others on the importance of planning for our future. A partner at Rivkin Radler, Wendy focuses on everything from elder law to trust and estate planning. She was selected as a fellow of the National Academy of Elder Law Attorneys, the highest honor presented.
It's important that we celebrate women on Long Island because it is important that little girls have heroes. And it is important that little boys grow up knowing women are their fair and equal counterparts. And without celebrating women, they won't grow up with that awareness and will continue the same gender discrimination that we've had historically.
Wendy is chair of the Elder Law Committee for the New York County Lawyers Association and the VP of the Long Beach Lawyers Association. Congratulations, Wendy.
A woman who leads with her heart. Tessa Holtz has served as an executive for the Realtor Association for 15 years and is now the CEO of the Long Island Board of Realtors. Since stepping into this new position, Tessa has already made a difference by increasing education and training on fair housing. She's an advocate for safe and affordable housing for all.
Well, I have to say, it is no accident that I devoted myself to the housing industry. I spent my teenage years being moved around in the foster care system until aging out at 18 years old. So I know firsthand the impact of being moved from place to place has on a young person. So working for fair access to affordable, safe housing is something I'm passionate about.
Tessa's personal mission for the Long Island Board of Realtors is to create a new identity as a national leader in equality and opportunity in homeownership. Congratulations, Tessa.
A leader in bringing everyone together, Janine Johnson is the Certified Diversity and Inclusion Manager for PSEG Long Island. Janine has more than 10 years of experience creating and implementing corporate culture change management strategies. She's a proven problem solver who feels that celebrating women motivates women.
A woman had to train her mind to withstand defeat. She had to toughen her emotional being to remain strong no matter how many times she was told, you can't do that, or that's not for you. But women can't nurture from a place of emptiness. We have to have something that holds on, that keeps us going. And moments like celebrations are just that.
An active volunteer in the community, Janine also donates countless hours to kids in underprivileged school districts, talking to them about self-esteem and goal setting without limitations on race, gender, sexual orientation, or physical ability. Congratulations, Janine.
At just 32 years old, Dawn Marie Kuhn has accomplished so much. She is the Chief of Staff for Suffolk County Legislator Anthony Piccarello. She's also the owner of Right View Strategies, a political consulting and digital marketing firm. A quick thinker with a huge heart, Dawn Marie is committed to serving her community through organizing many charitable outreach programs, like planning a weekly food drive to help feed families during the COVID-19 crisis.
It's just really inspiring to see there's so many hard-working, dedicated women out there, and it kind of pushes me to be better a little bit. So I think by celebrating them, we're just celebrating women in general and how amazing they are. And I'm just so proud to be, a strong, independent woman in the 21st century.
Dawn Marie has 2 master's degrees, one in elections and campaign management, the other in public administration and urban policy. She's working on her 3rd in quantitative methods in social sciences. Congratulations, Dawn Marie.
Daughter of a Venezuelan immigrant, Monica LaCroix Rubin is the Chief Risk Officer for BNB Bank. Monica joined the senior leadership team a year ago, and over that period of time, Monica has developed corporate-wide risk reduction policies related to COVID-19. She's also helped guide teams to manage and identify risk sources in the current economic cycle.
Sometimes the hardest thing for professional women, and I can speak for myself as a mom, is to focus on our career and go full speed, but also have the time to spend with our children. And so it's important to take a deep breath and step back and not feel guilty about asking for help.
Monica is a member of the Association of Certified Anti-Money Laundering Specialists and the BNB Bank Women's Networking Organization. Congratulations, Monica.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Kona, the founder and managing partner of Genter Kona Elder Law. Congratulations to the top 50 women in business class of 2020. I commend you for bringing your A game to get you to where you are today. You inspire all the women around you to achieve. Keep on striving.
Congratulations to Wendy Hoey Scheinberg, Tessa Holtz, Janine Johnson, Dawn Marie Kuhn, and Monica LaCroix Rubin. And much thanks to past Hall of Famer Jennifer Kona for taking the time to stop by and congratulate today's honorees. Now, let's welcome back LIBN's associate publisher, Ali Jabbour, who will help introduce some amazing women in business.
Thanks, Jenna. I hope all you viewers out there are staying active in the chat box and posting to social media using the hashtag LIBN events. We had a very special guest drop by to congratulate this year's honorees. And while she's not a native Long Islander, I have a feeling she'll be quite familiar.
Hello, all you top 50 women. This is Linda Gray. You may have remembered me from a long-running series called Dallas. And I want to congratulate all of you. This is being booked by the Long Island Business News. And I am so proud of all of you. What an interesting time for all women to be on the planet. I know how hard you've worked. I know the dedication and the sacrifices that you have all gone through. There's no one like us right now. And I'm absolutely so proud and you're an inspiration. You all are. I mean, the top 50 women, how special is that? And I know there's not egos involved. I know you're doing your work because you love what you've chosen in your life. And I remember the Dalai Lama said the world will be saved by the Western woman. So I know all of you involved with this. And every time you step out in your community and in your profession, you are absolutely, you're seeding, you're planting seeds for other women to be inspired by you. We need leaders, we need cheerleaders, we need all of you. And I am so proud of all of you. And thanks the Long Island Business News for celebrating you all. And I send my own personal congratulations to every single one of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep strong. I know you will. Keep healthy and keep safe. And know that you're the women that will save the world. Love to you all. Congratulations.
Well, how about that? Thanks to television actress Linda Gray, best known as Sue Ellen Ewing on Dallas, for coming by to congratulate our top 50 women. Now, let's meet some more honorees to celebrate.
Influential and impactful. That's how Tracy Lang Krutz's colleagues describe her. She serves as the chief of staff to Islip's first woman town supervisor, Angie Carpenter. Tracy strives to be a source of empowerment for others, helping to clear a path for women seeking leadership roles in government. For Tracy, the hardest part of being a strong professional woman is finding balance in the workplace.
I think professionally the balance is very hard. You know, having started on Wall Street, it was mostly male dominated. I didn't want to try to fit in the wrong ways. You want to be you and you want to be strong, but you don't want to be taken as someone who's trying to be one of the guys. And, you know, you don't want to act too womanly. You don't want to be like a mom figure. It's a tough balance. It's, you know, you have to listen and be quiet and not get emotional and, you know, really try to get them to understand that you're just here to be a part of a team and everybody adds value. And I think it's hard to balance all that.
Tracy is also a longtime dedicated volunteer and fundraiser for the Hospice Care Network. Congratulations, Tracy.
As a top commercial insurance producer, Christina Lentini has made some huge accomplishments at State Farm, including becoming one of the youngest members of State Farm's Chairman's Circle, the top award given to State Farm agents. Being able to be there when people need her the most is what sealed the deal on Christina's career.
I think that my career, it was validated during, back in 2012, during Hurricane Sandy. I was there, I was on the front lines, you know, paying out, you know, for claims and things along those lines. And it just really validated for me, this is what I want to do. I'm helping people in many different ways. And that really impacted me.
Christina serves on the boards of the Specialized Autism Support and Information Organization and the Equity First Foundation, which works to enhance fiscal literacy throughout Long Island. Congratulations, Christina.
Rose Liu came to the U.S. from China to earn her MBA in finance from Stony Brook University. After achieving great success in the world of commercial real estate, Rose recently joined Winthrop Capital Advisors as a loan portfolio asset manager. Rose feels celebrating women will help them climb the ladder to professional accomplishments, especially here on Long Island.
I am an advocate for women to promote themselves and show their strengths in the society. And I believe women must protect their rights and always ask for equal opportunities in their career path. Long Island Business is one of the most influential newspapers in Long Island, with which companies will pay more attention to these top women, help promote the diversity and improve women's status in the business.
Never losing sight of her Chinese roots, Rose serves on the board of directors of the Asian Real Estate Professional Association. She supports Asian American fairs in Nassau County by promoting cultural events and volunteers with the China AIDS Fund. Congratulations, Rose.
Communications specialist whose reach is being felt not just on Long Island, but nationally, Julie Manteria is a principal and director of marketing for certified public accounting firm UHY LLP. Because of her leadership, guidance, and determination over the past 5 years, the firm has had significant quick growth with more mature, professional, and effective marketing. She has found success with the help of other women along the way.
I started my career on Long Island, and I'm raising a daughter on Long Island, and I'm very fortunate to have had some amazing women mentors that I worked for over the years, and we really have to keep that going.
Julie is a member of the New York State Society of CPAs Diversity and Inclusion Committee. She was inspired to rewrite her firm's diversity statement, which has been shared with all 900 UHY employees. Congratulations, Julie.
Through great planning, banking, and investing, Jennifer Marks helps some of the most accomplished residents and businesses of Long Island reach their goals. Jennifer has been with J.P. Morgan Private Bank since 2006 and recently stepped into the role as Executive Director and Head of Long Island. Since taking the lead, she has grown the size of Long Island business by 32%, now overseeing more than $3 billion in client assets.
I think given that the scope of what I have been able to accomplish in just 2 years, meaning getting our name out there, building our brand, expanding our reach with more families, has been great, and something that has been more challenging than I ever thought, but also more rewarding than I ever thought.
Giving back to the community, Jennifer is involved with the Henry Viscardi School, helping kids with disabilities. Congratulations, Jennifer.
Hello, I'm Jean Kelly, Executive Director of the N. I congratulate all of today's top 50 women in business honorees, and I commend you for being recognized not only for your dedication to excellence, but also for persevering in these very challenging times. You truly inspire us and are wonderful examples to all female professionals here on Long Island. Thanks so much for all you do. Congratulations again, and please stay safe and healthy.
Warmest congratulations to Tracy Lane Crute, Christina Lentini, Rose Liu, Julie Manteria, and Jennifer Marks. And thanks to Hall of Famer Jean Kelly from the Inn for her congratulations to the top 50 women. Now let's introduce some other top women in business.
Christina Matheson is a lifelong entrepreneur who proudly encourages those around her to dream big. She is a results-oriented business strategist and is motivated by an unwavering social responsibility.
It's so necessary that we support women on Long Island. We have to celebrate our achievements. We have to share in our hardships. We don't do it for ourselves. We're doing this for my daughter. We're doing this for your daughter. And we're doing this for their daughters. So it's important that we break those ceilings and we keep going and we don't give up and we do it together.
Christina is proud to be part of a team of educators at LEAP EDU and to continue to develop the Green EDU programs for real estate professionals as well as community education programs as part of a recently launched partnership with Hofstra University. Congratulations, Christina.
Born and raised in the township of Huntington, real estate broker Joyce Manella is the founder and co-owner of Lucky to Live Here Realty. Joyce's enthusiasm, energy, and her competitive nature helped her push through obstacles of starting her own small business. Joyce and co-owner Elena D'Agostino have worked to create a team that believes in strong partnerships with their clients and community.
And this award really goes to my team, not only myself, but I have a very passionate team surrounding me, which makes it very enjoyable to work every single day. We work 24/7, and without our passion and our persistence, we really wouldn't be anywhere. So I am very grateful for that. I'm grateful to live on Long Island, and we're certainly very lucky to live here.
Connected to the community, Joyce and her team support other small businesses through events like Witches Night Out in Cold Spring Harbor, an event that brings thousands out to shop local. Congratulations, Joyce.
With more than 16 years of insurance marketing experience, Linda Maranghelli is Vice President and Property Practice Leader with Hub International Northeast. She works with carriers to negotiate the best possible offerings for all commercial lines of coverage. Linda was the only one of her siblings to graduate college, broadening her horizons.
It allowed me to meet new cultures, of new people of different backgrounds.
I was able to see how the universities embraced women empowerment, joining different groups. It definitely opened the door that I think I would have not been able to walk through had I not attended a university.
Linda is a licensed property and casualty insurance broker in the state of New York. She's also involved in the Insurance Industry Charitable Foundation. Congratulations, Linda.
Mariana Mooney is a partner at Prager Metis CPAs. There, she leads the team for mergers and acquisitions for internal mergers. With more than 20 years of experience, she helps shape the next generation by training new team members. It was her mom who trained her to be the powerful woman she is today.
She has always inspired everything in my life. She actually helped me pick my career, and she was always a strong, independent woman who worked and took care of our kids. We always had dinner on the table every night, and I always strive to make her proud every day.
Along with providing specialized advice in tax planning, she also consults with her clients on business management, financial statements, as well as business and personal tax returns. In the community, Mariana works closely with the Alzheimer's Association. Congratulations, Mariana.
California native Hillary Morera felt moving across country for law school was a must. Today, Hillary and her family call Long Island home. A member of Bond, Shennick, and King, she practices labor and unemployment law. With a knowledge of her craft that is usually seen in much more senior lawyers, Hillary feels there's still more work to be done when it comes to women in leadership roles.
In my field of law, it's interesting because when you look at law school graduates, the majority of the graduates are women. However, when you end up looking into the practice of law, women partners and women in a position of power are underrepresented. I think the challenge that women face is having to traverse this workforce and this working environment that has historically been more conducive to the promotion of men.
Hillary is a notes and comments editor for the Labor and Employment Law Journal and a member of the New York State Bar Association. Congratulations, Hillary.
Congratulations, Christina Matheson, Joyce Manella, Linda Marangeli, Mariana Mooney, and Hillary Morera. Now, let's take a quick pause from introducing our top 50 women to hear from our last guest speaker. She's an American media scholar, serving as head of a one-of-a-kind nonprofit that advocates for quality news and media-savvy society. The award-winning journalist and marketer is the host of the popular podcast, Fast Chat, and serves as the bridge between media and the community. Please welcome CEO and Executive Director of the Fair Media Council, Jackie Clement.
Hi, Jackie Clement, CEO and Executive Director of the Fair Media Council. Along with great ladies Carol and Teresa, I'm here to add my good wishes and congratulations to this year's Top 50 Women on Long Island. It's an honor to be with you today, and it's especially meaningful to get to spend the 20th anniversary of this event with you. You see, 20 years ago, I was associate publisher of Long Island Business News, and together with publisher John Komanicki, we created this and many other events for Long Island. What you should know up front is nothing made Komanicki happier than being surrounded by smart women. So the Top 50 really was his baby. And he'd be thrilled to see how it's evolved and grown into a cultural touchstone for the Long Island community. Congratulations to Allie and Joe and the team at Long Island Business News for the great success of today's program and with all your efforts throughout the year. One thing to know about this event is that it's really an opportunity wrapped up as an award. To be designated a Top 50 woman was a way to recognize not only excellence and achievement, but also to celebrate the as yet untapped potential of all the good things yet to come and all of the good you have yet to do. In that regard, I hope you will take advantage of the opportunities that come your way and shape your own destiny to live the life you want to live. Use this award as momentum to get out of your comfort zone and maybe even get out of your own way. I left LIBN for the Fair Media Council, where we advocate for quality news and work to create a media-savvy society. We're a resource for you and this community to turn to help you navigate news today. It's news that connects us and creates a sense of community, which is all the more important as we deal with this pandemic. Business news, in particular, plays an important role in not only connecting us, but ensuring we remain competitive in our respective industries, which ultimately ensures our communities remain vibrant, safe, and wonderful places to live. My father had told me that if I wanted to be successful in life, I would need to understand business. So he handed me a copy of a business newspaper, which, full disclosure, I did not grow up on Long Island, so there was no LIBN to hand me. What he did hand me was a copy of the Wall Street Journal, which he asked me to read every day, simply to educate myself. It's really good advice for women and daughters even today. But what made my dad's advice really great was I was only in the 4th grade at the time. Growing up, I read that paper every night after dinner as if it was part of my homework. And that was the beginning of my understanding of how to use news to better my own life. Suffice it to say, the media landscape of today isn't the news we grew up with, and it continues to change. But today's news consumer, more than ever before, has great control over what news you allow into your life. You also have great control over which news outlets remain open and which die out. You determine what you will subscribe to, and where your advertising dollars go say as much about your brand as any product and service you offer. To stay connected, to feel a sense of community, and to remain informed, all of that begins with your local news outlets. Support them so they can support you and help you to continue to thrive and succeed. Congratulations to all of the winners. I can't wait to see what you'll accomplish next. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of the men in your life who are smart enough to recognize just how special you are. And have a great night.
Thank you so much, Jackie, for joining us today to speak to this year's honorees. Now I'd like to bring it back to LIBN's own Joe Dowd to introduce more top 50 women in business.
Thanks, Sally. There's plenty more women to meet, so let's get to it.
Throughout her 25-year-long career, Olga Mubarak is among Long Island's most respected engineers. Olga is the Vice President of D&B Engineers and Architects PC, serving as a project manager for the firm's wastewater collection and treatment division. A trailblazer for women breaking into male-dominated fields, she does so with determination and grace.
I'm an engineer. I manage construction, and that very first meeting, I don't think they're expecting a small Hispanic, 115-pound woman coming in to manage the construction. So I think that stereotype is challenging to overcome, because then you have to always prove yourself that you are up to the task. They find that out very quickly that I am. And I think that that's definitely, something, it's a big challenging task.
Olga has been the project manager for many high-profile wastewater and environmental engineering projects, all vitally important to the health of the water ecosystem on Long Island. Congratulations, Olga.
D&B colleagues and clients have always known you're one of the best. Now everyone knows. Congratulations, Olga. D&B thanks LIBN and the Long Island community for your support.
More than 20 years ago, Lynn Naiman founded her own financial planning firm, LRN Associates. Today, her firm has merged into Eagle Ridge Investment Management, where Lynn serves as its personal financial strategist. Since she was a teenager, she's worked to help others manage their money.
In high school, I worked as the payroll bookkeeper for a high-fashion women's shoe store in Manhattan. I worked there part-time for several years through high school and actually part of college. And that experience gave me such an appreciation for issues of personal finance and how hard people work to make a living.
Lynn shares her knowledge of financial planning at community speaking engagements. She's also dedicated her spare time to several nonprofits, including Planned Parenthood of Nassau County's Investment Committee. Congratulations, Lynn.
Lauren Nichols is a master of logistics, an innovator, and out-of-the-box thinker. She's the third-generation owner and president of 3G Warehouse, where her team picks, packs, and ships e-commerce fulfillment direct to customers like Amazon, Target, and Walmart. For Lauren, it's not all about making money, but about providing a stable environment for her team and cost-effective and effective solutions for her customers.
I think women are an incredible group of people, and I think by supporting each other, we can move mountains. I have seen a quote before that says, cheer her on, you're not even in the same race. And it's so true. If we could just continue to support each other, rally around each other, share our tips and advice, we really could move mountains.
3G is active in the community, donating food throughout the year to Island Harvest. 3G also donates transportation services and space to Angela's house. Congratulations, Lauren.
Carol O'Neill is the Director of Senior Programs for the EAC Network, and to many, she's a lifesaver. Dedicating her life to the Meals on Wheels mission, she helps to eliminate senior hunger and social isolation. Carol is a leader who pushes right through tough times. In fact, her team was the only Nassau County meal provider delivering food to COVID-19 positive elderly and other individuals.
We actually hired people for our Meals on Wheels programs, increased the number of meals that were delivered threefold. And as businesses were closing, we were actually expanding. It gave us a lot of confidence to know that our priorities were people first, do the best we can, but most of all, whatever we do, always think this is going to make a difference in the world.
Her support for EAC Network's Meals on Wheels is endless. Through grant writing, Carol has secured $200,000 in funding for COVID-19 relief efforts. Congratulations, Carol.
A trailblazer in the shopping center community, Amaka Uwiazim Mior worked her way up from a marketing intern at Green Acres Mall to the marketing director for Broadway Commons in Hicksville. It's her determination, grit, and grace that makes her powerful in business. But it was failing her first semester of grad school that shaped her into the woman she is today.
Everything came easy to me as far as, school and, being an athlete. And it, the first semester, it knocked me down, and the program was not forgiving. If you did not get a B, or I think it was a C average, you were dropped instantly. So failing the program, it truly humbled me and made me shift my mindset to put things into perspective. It made me realize that in life, hard work and perseverance is what you owe yourself. And what you put into anything is what you get out of it.
Amaka takes time to mentor students, colleagues, and young professionals. She serves on the board of the Hicksville Chamber of Commerce and is a church volunteer. Congratulations, Amaka.
Hello, my name is Terry Lisi Maselli. I'm president and CEO of the HIALI. As a past LIBN Top 50 Women honoree, I congratulate all the women today that are honorees. I'm in awe of your determination and commitment towards leading Long Island, now more important than ever in these unprecedented times. Keep up the great work, and congratulations again.
Congratulations, Olga Mubarak, Lynn Naiman, Lauren Nichols, Carol O'Neill, and Amaka Uwiazim Mior. And thanks to Hall of Famer Terry Alisi Maselli from the HIA for stopping by. Now, let's meet some other top women.
Her passionate advocacy for her clients and sharp business sense have made Constantina Papageorgiou the youngest partner in Vishnik McGovern Malizio's history. Her work focuses on elder law and trust in estates planning and administration. She helps families with asset protection and long-term care planning. Constantina's inspiration is her family, especially her mother.
My mom was a refugee at the age of 13 years old. Came to this country at the age of 24, pregnant with me, and didn't speak more than 6 words of English. She's worked hard her entire life for me, for my kids, for my daughters. She's been an inspiration to us since we were born. And even now, she watches my daughters while she works at our family business, which goes to show me that you do what you need to do. You work, you watch kids, you do everything that you can do to help one another. And my mom is truly a hero in my eyes.
Constantina is a board member of the Hellenic American Neighborhood Action Committee and the Hellenic Lawyers Association. She's also an active member of the Queen County Women's Bar Association. Congratulations, Constantina.
Celebrating Long Island in a box. Teresa Pinelli is the co-founder of Locally Bred, the e-commerce business that showcases Long Island-made products through seasonal subscription and gift boxes. Teresa tells us that it's what she said to one of her first bosses that ultimately helped to make her dreams come true.
The first thing he said to me is, "What job do you really want?" And I said to him, "Well, I want to be the event planner for the retail stores." And he looked at me and kind of scoffed and was like, "Right, okay, we'll see about that." 6 months later, I was the event planner for the retail stores all across the U.S. And I took that concept of just being direct and telling people what you really want, and then working hard for it and proving you're worthy of it, to kind of carry me through the various aspects and roles I've had in my life.
An expert in retail, marketing, and advertising, Teresa and her business partner Haley Geller, also one of tonight's honorees, have supported more than 100 local businesses in the past 2 years. Congratulations, Teresa.
Challenges aren't something that stand in the way of Barbara Pagano's success. Barbara is the president and counsel of Magnolia Abstract Services. She started her title insurance company in 2007, just before the recession. Watching colleagues lose their jobs and businesses shut their doors, she felt she had nowhere to go but up. 10 years later, Barbara and her team had to build their business from scratch again after losing everything in an office fire.
And within minutes, I had to restart. It was the day after Christmas. We had closings to take care of, and I just had to keep going again. So I feel like those challenges and that perseverance type of mindset just helped me get where I am today.
A member of the New York State Land and Title Association and the Suffolk County Bar Association, Barbara also runs a small law practice of her own. Congratulations, Barbara.
CPA Shauna Ruiz is an audit senior manager at Mazars USA. With more than 14 years of experience, she provides accounting, auditing, tax, and advisory services for manufacturing, distribution, and retail companies. Shauna is part of the Women at Mazars effort, supporting the full potential of women leaders at the firm and enhancing their development.
I think we should celebrate women on Long Island because I think we're still underrepresented in the marketplace. I think we need the young women that are coming up to see that there are women who are kicking butt and doing well and really enjoying their career.
At Mazars, Shauna is a career coach. She enjoys mentoring young professionals, helping them navigate their path. At home, Shauna is a mom to 2 young daughters. Congratulations, Shauna.
Elisa Santoro is an assistant attorney at Meyer, Swazi, English & Klein in the Wills, Trusts, and Estates Law Department. 3 years ago, she moved from working with a sole practitioner to allow her more professional growth with leadership opportunities and exposure to different practice areas. Elisa feels if women stick together, powerful changes can be made, especially on Long Island.
Nassau County alone, we have Laura Curran as the Nassau County Executive. We have Kathleen Rice as the District Attorney. And at Meyer Spazi, the current and former managing attorney were both women. And I think that women supporting women and celebrating women has helped encourage a lot more women to kind of seek these positions and work towards them.
Elisa is a competitive rower and a member of the Sagamore Rowing Association and the Waterfront Center at Oyster Bay. She also coaches track and is an assistant swim coach for kids. Congratulations, Elisa.
Congratulations, Constantina Papagiorgio, Teresa Pinelli, Barbara Prignano, Shauna Ruiz, and Alyssa Santoro. Well done. And now, I give you the final top 50 women of 2020.
A restaurateur who doesn't just serve her guests, but her community too. Loren Serrano and her husband are the owners of Sputino Restaurant and Bar in Dix Hills. They opened the restaurant just a month before the pandemic, turned their lives upside down. It's been a challenge she's been able to accept because of her mom.
My mother inspired me to the fullest in every aspect. She never let a situation or an obstacle put her down, and she really instilled that in me and never let that be an excuse. If something wasn't there, you made it there. If something was out of reach, you went out and got it. And, day by day, she instilled confidence in us, and nobody's smarter than you and nobody's better than you, and you're always number one.
Going above and beyond, Loren and her team have continuously donated meals to frontline workers during the pandemic. Congratulations, Loren.
In 2018, Alicia Stern was finally able to begin her dream career as a realtor. A member of the North Shore Properties Realty team, Alicia set the bar high for a newbie, selling 6 homes in 6 months. A powerful woman with a heart of gold, Alicia says childcare was always an obstacle for her, a challenge many moms face.
I am a mom of twins, and I wanted to do real estate, I guess, for the past 15 years. My twins are finally 17. And when they were younger, when you want to go show a house or you get a phone call to do this or that, you can't just drop everything or bring your kids with you, to work. You have to have childcare. And if you have somebody that's irresponsible, or sometimes you don't have the extra money to pay for the extra work, it becomes extremely challenging.
Along with organizing events to support veterans, she feeds the homeless monthly and fosters dogs. She's also an accomplished children's book author. Congratulations, Alicia. Stony Brook University Hospital is filled with superheroes. One of them is emergency room nurse practitioner Michelle Tepper. Her superpower is providing forensic medical treatment for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. An enthusiastic, passionate teacher, her forensic skills help identify and preserve critical evidence, helping victims take their first steps towards healing.
I think I've had a lot of life experiences that have impacted my success. I think that my time in the military has given me discipline. I think that my time in mission work and in disaster relief has made me more adaptable and resilient. And I also think that my family, the team that I work with, and their support has really impacted my ability to care for victims of violence.
Helping victims of violence feel safe about visiting a hospital during this pandemic, Michelle worked with the Suffolk County Police to direct those victims to separate entrances, bypassing the ER and COVID patients. Congratulations, Michelle. Navigating life through the pandemic has been nothing less than a challenge for most. But for Liz Uzo, Chief Human Resources Officer and VP of H2M, it was an opportunity to become an even more important part of the executive team. She is the centralized point of contact for COVID-19, essentially on call 24/7, helping to create the foundation for the firm's business decision-making.
The most important thing I've learned in my career is to ask for things that you want. We expect so often that people will know or be able to read our minds, and I think that is probably one of the worst moves you can make, most detrimental moves you can make in the success of your career.
Liz supports many causes in her community and holds senior-level certifications from the Society of Human Resource Management and the Human Resources Certification Institute. Congratulations, Liz.
Here's another example of a powerful woman leading in a historically male-dominated field. Elizabeth Wellington is the vice president of Welly the Transporter, an over-the-road trucking company in Nassau County. Elizabeth is an accomplished business and civic professional, having worked in both private and public sectors in advertising, finance, logistics, and election campaigns.
Experience contributing to my success is that I had an amazing mentor and a great leader too. She taught me to prioritize my time, build great habits, and stay focused on my goals. I am proud of my accomplishment, and I feel that whatever I have learned is giving me a big advantage in my career now.
Elizabeth's love of Long Island shows through the long list of councils and boards on which she serves, including the Catholic Charity Food Drive in Brooklyn and the Women's Center for Professional Development in Uniondale. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Congratulations, Loren Serrano, Alicia Stern, Michelle Tepper, Liz Uzo, and Elizabeth Wellington. And in fact, congratulations to all of our top 50 women in business. Now, to wrap up today's show, please welcome back LIBN's Ali Jabbour.
Thanks, Joe. And once again, congratulations to all of the top 50 women in business that we've celebrated for this year's 20th anniversary event. Your commitment to excellence against all odds has made this year truly very special. Thank you as well to our incredible sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, Mazars USA. Our major sponsor, National Grid. Contributing sponsor, 3G Warehouse. Our nonprofit sponsors, Bideawee and Jefferson's Ferry. Our award sponsor, the North Atlantic State Regional Council of Carpenters. And our virtual celebration sponsors, D&B Engineers and Architects, PC, and Mayfair Privé. Thank you for being a part of this 20th anniversary event. Thank you as well to all of our guest speakers and Hall of Famers for being a part of this virtual event. And thank you to the attendees for tuning in. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the entire LIBN family, for without their help and dedication to our brand, we wouldn't be here this afternoon. We promise to see you all next year in person at the Crest Hollow. So until then, take care of each other, be well, and I'll see you soon. Congratulations.